Welcome back to another edition of Sports Updates Ghana. And this weekend promises to be very exciting because two Ghanaians will be in action, and I have all the gist here on Sports Updates Ghana. So as usual, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. And now let's get into action. So one Ghanaian stands the chance of becoming a world champion before 2021 comes to an end, and that is Joseph Agbeko, as he is set to come up against Paul Butler for the WBO bantamweight title. Paul Butler is the WBO bantamweight champion, and he is making his first defense after winning the title back in June 2021. Paul Butler was said to come up against Casimero, who is a Filipino boxer, but Casimero had to pull out of the bout in the last minute after being hospitalized due to a short sickness. Well, Joseph Agbeko, who is the second mandatory challenger, had to be put in the line in the last minute for this bout. So Joseph Agbeko comes up against Paul Butler at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai for the bout. This is the first time Joseph Agbeko will be fighting out of the shores of Ghana since 2016, where he has been fighting in Ghana. Joseph Agbeko has been undefeated in his last 9 bouts since 2016, where he has been fighting in Ghana. Most of his fights have been occurring at the Abod regions in the Volta region. Well, Paul Butler, who is a British boxer, will also be making his first appearance outside the shores of Europe, as he has always fought his fights in the United Kingdom. Paul Butler lost his first major fight to an African who comes from South Africa. Well, he also lost another bout to another opponent in a world title shot, but in June he won the vacant WBO bantamweight title, which he's about to make his first defense against Joseph Agbeko. Joseph Agbeko was supposed to be the opponent for Paul Butler for the vacant WBO bantamweight title, but the boxer had to be pulled out for another opponent to fight Paul Butler, and finally he has gotten a shot to fight Paul Butler for the WBO bantamweight title. Joseph Agbeko has been dreaming of becoming a 3-time world boxing champion. Finally, he has gotten the shot to redeem his image and become another world title champion. Ghana has not won a title in the last year after losing its titles, with which Isaac Dogbe won in 2018, but Dogbe lost the title to Emmanuel Navarrete, a Mexican boxer. Before Richard Commey also went ahead to win the IBF lightweight title, but he also had to lose it that same year in 2019 to Teofimo Lopez. So in 2020, Ghana had no world title, and in 2021, well, we have the chance of winning or seeing one of our boxers become a world title holder. But Richard Commey, who is set to come up against Vasily Lomachenko, that fight is a final eliminator, and it will help him to become a mandatory world title opponent if he's able to defeat Lomachenko. So Richard Commey is also looking forward to become a 2-time world boxing champion. The 33-year-old comes up Lomachenko, who has fought 15 fights and has 11 knockouts with 2 defeats. Richard Commey, on the other hand, has fought over 30 bouts with 30 by way of victories, 3 defeats, and 27 knockouts. That tells you that Richard Commey has vast experience. His last 2 fights has ended up in a victory for him, whilst Lomachenko has also fought 1 bout in the last year, and it's also ended in a victory for him. Both Lomachenko and Richard Commey are casualties of Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez defeated Richard Commey back in 2019 to win his first title, that is the IBF title, which he won from Richard Commey. From that onwards, he went on to defeat Lomachenko in 2020 to win 2 additional titles in 1 bout to make him a 3-time world boxing champion. But in 2021, in November, that's just last month, Teofimo Lopez lost all those three titles he won in 2 bouts to George Kambosos in just 1 bout in November. So George Kambosos is now a 3-belt world title holder and is set to make his first defense to his world titles in 2022, and a victory for either Lomachenko or Richard Commey will see them reclaiming their titles they lost to Teofimo Lopez. Well, George Kambosos also has a chance to give Teofimo Lopez a rematch if he so desires, else he would have to get a mandatory challenger or make his defense to the titles that he has in his accord so far. But for Joseph Agbeko, this is the statistics I have on him. So Joseph Agbeko is 44 years, and you can tell there's no age cheating in this. But Paul Butler is 33 years old. Joseph Agbeko has fought about 43 bouts, with 38 coming by way of victories for him, 28 knockouts, and he has lost just 5 bouts. For Paul Butler, he has fought 35 bouts, and he has a record of 33 victories, 15 by way of knockouts, and 2 defeats. So these are the records of Paul Butler and Joseph Agbeko. Well, I wish the two Ghanaians all the best in their bout. I pray that Joseph Agbeko wins his WO bantamweight title to become Ghana's only current world title holder in 2021 and beyond. For Richard Commey, I hope he takes the bout seriously, because according to what I hear out there, Richard Commey is not taking the bout serious, because at the face-off he was just smiling and was giving praises to his opponents, whilst Ghanaians want to see him wild. Well, what I can tell you is that Richard Commey has all the plan in his mind, and hopefully on Saturday night we'll see what he has in his gloves. Well, for Richard Commey and Lomachenko's fight, Richard Commey is set to pocket $700,000 from that bout, with Lomachenko set to take $750,000 in that fight as their pairs. Well, the two boxers will be smiling to the bank for that bout, and they stand a chance of getting higher from pay-per-view, sponsorship, and bonuses. And Richard Commey could either get $800,000 instead of $700,000 figure that was speculated. And for Lomachenko, he could earn between 1.5 million from this bout that we are talking about. So these are the gist I had for you in this edition of Sports Updates Ghana. Make sure on Saturday night, that's Saturday night, December 11th, you stay awake to watch these Ghanaians in action. The fight between Lomachenko and Richard Commey will be shown on ESPN, on DSTV, or sometimes on Star Times. You can also find some of the bouts later on YouTube when you type Lomachenko versus Richard Commey, when unfortunately you are unable to watch the fight on Saturday night and you wake up on Sunday. But as well, when you still want to watch the bout, and you know sometimes in Ghana you can't find the streams, well, you can go to Twitter and type Lomachenko versus Commey live, and from the search on Twitter you get some streams where you can stream the bout from. But for the for the Joseph Agbeko versus Paul Butler fight, well, I don't have any stream yet, but I can tell you that you can use the same procedure I gave for Twitter. You can just go on there on the fight night, that Saturday night, and type their names. That's Paul Butler versus Joseph Agbeko, and hopefully you get the stream out there. So you can check all this also on YouTube as well as Facebook and Google. Hopefully I get the links and put it in the description as and when the fight comes off. Well, my name is Joseph Adamafiu, and this has been another edition of Sports Updates Ghana. Please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. Peace out.